What's up? Hello, it's Katie Colson here. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be doing a reading vlog that had initially been me reading books that I really think I could possibly put in my best books of the year or could give 5 stars to, because we all know 2023 has not been the reading year. We all know that. It is universal, it's global, it's internal, it's metaphysical, like we're all on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? I started out that way. I read 2 books. Which books, you may ask? Crossroads by Loyal Hightower. And There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. Change of plans, change of plans. I do not read Crossroads in this video. I filmed myself reading it. I had a review for it. I loved it. I gave it 5, if not 5, 4.5 stars. I highly suggest you read it. It is gory and gross and glorious. Fantastic. But I ended up having so many emotions and so many thoughts and opinions on There Are No Saints that I felt it necessary for it to be its own video. Okay? So no, I do not read Crossroads, but I did not want to refilm this intro because, to be honest, I look hot in this intro. I do. I look hot.
So when I am in drag, I'm so cunted out that I walk by a mirror and I literally go, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. The confidence is so blind and aggressive. That
Confrontational.
that I turn to someone, I'm like, the fucking nerve of you to be in the room with me right now.
Yeah.
Look at me.
You had a lot of nerve being here, not trying to fuck me.
The sound guy's like,
That was not the plan. The plan was to continue reading because this is not long and this is fast and it's not long. Let's just spoiler alert. I gave one of these 5 stars and I gave one of them 1 star. You want to cast your guess? What do you think? Because it's pretty obvious. This is one of the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. And I am so for real when I say I truly am worried for the women of this world if you romanticize this book.
No.
We have a problem. We have a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we have problems.
Okay, that sounds terrible. I don't mean like y'all are wrong. Ew, y'all are disgusting. That's not what I mean. But I mean this book is disgusting. Like, none of these tabs are for good things. I'm going to tell you that. Probably half of this video is going to be me ranting about this. So for the people that would want to watch this, would be if you want to know if there's anything problematic about it, I'm going to tell you. Or if you also hated it and you want to relate, please, let's kiki in the comments. Or the more so I would say is if you read this book and you loved it and you're like, am I remembering incorrectly? And then maybe you're listening to things I'm saying and you're like, oh, wow, they did say that, didn't they? Just to kind of reflect. Again, I am so sorry because I am going to be mean to this book in this video. I'm going to be. So if you like this book, just don't watch this because I know for a fact that even what I've just said is like very insulting for people that love this. So I apologize. It's a blanket apology, not only for what you've already heard, but what if you continue to watch, you will continue to hear. But anyway, okay, let's jump into the video because when I tell you the second that I stop recording this and I'm going to start recording the end of this video, I'm going to be irate. All right, for a moment, I was like, okay, we're spending like a lot of time talking about this guy's artwork and stuff. And then bam, chapter 2. Oh, we're off to the races, my man.
We are off to the races.
So all I know about this so far, I'm on page 32, which I have not started yet. So I've read 31 pages and we have met our 2 main characters. We get 2 points of view. We have Mara, and I keep getting Alistair and Cole confused because they keep saying their names over and over again. But Alistair and Cole. Cole is the other main character. So obviously it's a romance, a dark romance. So Alistair and Cole are both serial killers, but they're also both artists. So they both use the people that they kill for their art in some way. I'm not really sure how Alistair does it, but Cole does it through like taking their bones and then creating art out of it, but like shaving them down so that people don't know that they're bones. I kind of hope that they show what the art looks like, which by the way, there is illustrations. Hello? Cole is a better artist, but Alistair is more popular, I guess, or politically popular. I'm not sure why, but that seems to be the case. And Mara is an artist, but she's poor. She is broke. And she goes to an event that Alistair and Cole are both at, and Cole's eyes linger a little bit too long on her. And Alistair's like, oh, you've got a thing for her? Cole's like,
For that trash? I don't think so. That gutter rat? Think again.
and Alistair's like, well, what if I wanted her then? And, okay, that chapter ends. Cool. Second chapter. And she's walking, and out of nowhere, she gets bashed over the head. And she's in somebody's trunk.
Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
This is 2 chapters I'm talking about. Bashed over the head in somebody's trunk. And then they pull her out of the trunk, and she doesn't know where she is. And all of a sudden she's like, oh my God, this guy just well, she's assuming because she can feel it, but she can't see that he like pierces her. I was like, that's a weird choice. Like, okay. And then literally the chapter ends with her being like, oh, he rolls me over and slits my wrist.
Surprise!
That, not a spoiler. It's literally 30 pages in. It's 2 chapters. I'm not going to like spoil this book for you. But I have no idea. I don't know if this is Alistair. I don't know if it's Cole. I feel like it has to be Cole, because if it's Alistair, that's way too soon for Cole to like save her. You know what I'm saying? But it's very fascinating. I am enjoying it. I thought at first, I was like, okay, we're getting like, exposition. Okay, cool. Like this guy, whatever. But then it hit the ground. And I will say that I did put a tab on one thing that I thought was really misogynistic. And it is that he says, I don't kill women typically, not out of any petty moral constraint. It's just too fucking easy. I could overpower either of those women like they were small children. Where's the challenge? The sense of accomplishment. Okay, we're going to choose to let that go. We're going to choose to let that go because it's a dark romance, and I'm just going to hope he doesn't keep acting like that because I want to like this book.
Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction.
I do like this book, but I hope that stuff doesn't continue. Anyway, okay. I am sprinting with Gabby and Gavin, and we only have 9 minutes left of this sprint, and this is the last sprint. So I'm hoping to read a little bit more of this, but hopefully a lot more of it tonight, but we'll see. I needed to pop in because, let me tell you, I'm on page 74. What I want to say is that the light gray tabs are for things that made me angry. And then the gray tabs, which there's one, is for something that shocked me. But let me tell you a couple things. Okay. I think I already told you about the, I don't kill women because it's too easy. They're so weak and small. The main character is like thinking to herself, like, oh my God, I was attacked or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she thinks, well, they're right. I do dress like a whore.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I'm not that smart. I'm not that talented. I don't take care of myself. I probably will come to a bad end. And then I flipped to see when this came out because I thought like, okay, it's got to be like 2014. 2022 is when it says that it was copyright. Like it said, yeah, originally self-published in 2022. I thought this was a relic of our ages. This just came out? Why are you talking, Sophie Lark, why are you talking like that? Okay, let's see. Oh, the main guy character. I do what I want. I get what I want. If there's a god of this world, it's me. But even Zeus found mortals interesting from time to time. Okay. Okay.
Sure, Jan.
Now, as I'm getting closer to 100 pages in, I'm becoming less able to not hate this guy. Like, I want to give it time and be like, maybe, but like, I don't know. This one really made me mad. Like, this is where I had to stop. Okay. He says, she rushes everywhere she goes, running from job to job, always late. I respect the hustle, but her existence is tawdry and depressing. The thought of waiting tables, taking people's orders, and ferrying their food is offensive to me. I'm sorry, just at me. Just at me. Just at me, Sophie Lark. Okay. I'm surprised Mara wanted to save herself the night she was abducted, if this is all she had to come home to. My interest in this hectic, desperate girl baffles me. This man is saying that he's shocked that she didn't want to off herself because she's a waitress.
I'm sorry. I can't. No, I can't. I really can't.
Like, oh, if I was a server, I'd want to die. Like, she's desperate and hectic because she's a server. Like, I'm sorry. No. I'm sure I'm going to end up reading more of it tonight. I don't know why. I just want to know if it gets better. Because I love these covers so much and I want to love these books. And I'm having a terrible time. So that is very unfortunate. Anyway, it's Margarita o'clock. Let me attempt to get to 100 pages. I thought when I turned this on, I would be able to speak, and I still am speechless. See, the funny thing is that I'm not done with the book yet. I'm not done with the book yet. I have like 50 pages left. I can't form coherent thoughts. I'm gonna have to talk to you tomorrow. But when I tell you this is one of the worst books I've ever read in my life, when I tell you I'm angry, I'm mad. This is going on my worst books of the year. 1 star without a shadow of a doubt. There's nothing that could happen in these last 50 pages that will make the previous 220-ish like pages. I have so many things to say and they're all going to be spoilery. So stay tuned for that. Hi, we are here for the rant. If you've gotten this far into the video and you're still here, you want to hear the rant, okay? So do not leave hateful comments in the comment section because I'm warning you, I'm telling you, I'm going to be mean to this book because this book was mean to me, okay? Trash, dumpster, fire, disgusting, disgrace on you, disgrace on your whole family, on your cow. Back to your lineage. Like, your ancestors are weeping. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
This book, I'm going to spoil it. This book is not only 1 star, this is actually like one of the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. Like, truly, and I don't understand because, 1, this came out in 2022. That's this year, and you're saying these things. Let's get into all the things that I hate about it. Okay, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna read out things that Sophie Lark has written in this book so that you're not like, oh my God, you just like, what are you talking about? That didn't happen. Yeah, it did. And I have a whole tab full of, a book full of tabs as receipts to prove it. This man, our man Cole, okay. He says, I do what I want, I get what I want. If there's a God of this world, it's me. And if I want something, that means it's good.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
That's not just a red flag. That's not just a red flag. That's literally a wanted poster of the FBI's most wanted criminals and their pictures at the very top. And it got shipped to your house specifically. And they had to notarize to make sure that you saw it. And Sophie Lark, okay, Omnipod. Sophie Lark wants me to like this man. No, okay. And I forgot to tab this part, but there's literally, whenever she has the, has her hands bound, she says that she can pull her hand out from like the handcuff thing basically because her hands are so small that they're the same circumference of her wrist. That's not possible. That's not, that like legitimately, that's not humanly possible. It's just not. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Sophie Lark has hands. So it's not like she doesn't have experience, you know? Okay, I know I already went into my absolute vitriol for the fact that she made the main guy character say that the girl was pathetic and like weak and desperate because she's a server, and that he didn't understand why she would even want to fight for her life if that's how like pathetic her life is. But I just wanted to remind you of it because it really, really made me angry. Oh, okay. This is written by a woman. You would think this was written by Andrew Tate. It says, I have no problem attracting women. In fact, it's too easy. The wealth, the fame, and the look sucks them in before I say a word. There's no challenge. I confess, I'm disappointed. Oh. It's
just so hard. Like, you wouldn't understand, girls. Like, it's just so hard being this rich and sexy and smart and powerful. Like, honestly, it's like a burden on my life.
Okay, cry to somebody that cares. And I'm guaranteeing you, none of them are going to be women. Oh, okay. I tabbed this moment because not that he's watching her with a telescope while she's getting undressed and herself. That, I'm like, it's dark romance. Okay, listen, like, you know, it's par for the course. Who cares? What I thought was insane was that she drags her mattress out onto the balcony, gets completely naked, okay? And then it starts raining. And she stays out there like the whole night. I'm sorry, have you not been beating it into my head that Mara is poor? She is broke, penniless, okay? And you're telling me that she's gonna let this mattress, the only one she owns, that's just on the floor, she doesn't have a bed, that she's gonna let it get soaked with rainwater? She doesn't have the health insurance for that. She does not have the health care for that. She does not have the money for that. She can't pay rent. What do you mean she's gonna let her mattress get soaked with filthy rainwater? I don't think Sophie Lark lives in this human plane. I don't think so. And she clearly has never had a human experience because what are you talking about?
I lost all hope today. I'm empty.
This made me so angry. And I swear, this is the moment that I'm like, how has anybody read this and given this 5 stars? Like, I'm so serious. Like, this is actually so hurtful. This is so hurtful. Okay. So, Mara, in the very beginning, she had her wrists by the abductor. Okay. And the police don't believe her that she was abducted because she has scars from cutting, herself in the past. And they think that she did it to herself. Okay, so Mara's like, you did this to me, because she thinks that he's the one that attacked her. And he says, there's no limit on predators in the world, I hiss, and no lack of damaged girls to attract them. I want to put a note on that he's blaming the victim attracting the attention.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I doubt this is the first time some man honed in on those bitten raw nails and that flinch when anybody gets near you. Just those fucking scars on your arm are a billboard screaming, I like to hurt myself. Come over here and hurt me too.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
What do you mean? Sophie Lark, I need you to answer for the war crimes that you have committed against every female presenting reader in the universe. What? And she says, what are you? Those, I bark, yanking up her sleeve, exposing the other scars, the old ones, the thin silvery cross hatches that weren't caused by anyone but herself. He says, I bet you've been preyed on by every Cro-Magnon with a cock since before you started menstruating. Let me guess, alcoholic father? Okay. He's legitimately telling her that it's her fault that she got abducted, even though it's his fault. It's like actively his fault. Actively his fault. He says that it's her fault, and it's her fault that any guys ever treated her wrong because she is a victim. And she's an easy target, and that makes it okay for people to do this, and honestly, her fault. And the fact that she cut her wrists means that she's a beacon begging someone to come and do horrible things to her.
And
This was written in 2022. This was written in 2022 by an author who's written many books. I don't think you understand how fucked up that is. And then, okay, later on, they're on a date. Okay. I bite the edge of my thumbnail considering. Don't bite your nails, Cole snaps. It's disgusting. Nobody asked you, Cole. Like, legitimately, nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. I certainly didn't, but I had to sit through it, unfortunately. This I tabbed because, again, in the year 2022, why are we saying this? She's talking about how Cole's going to be so angry, and she's like, I'm going to give him time to cool off. And then she says, the effort would be pointless. Cole ain't ever cooling off. Cole ain't ever cooling off.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Look me in the eyes and tell me you gave this 5 stars. Like, look me in my digital eyes and tell me you gave this 5 stars. Exactly. Oh my God. The way that Cole depicts Mara and sees her, the way that Sophie Lark depicts Mara, the way that we are made to see her as such a victim, as such a, like, abuser apologist. Literally, oh my God, she's such a pick-me too. She thinks like, I've been reading Dracula and like talking about how when she was younger that she read Dracula and like all these other girls were like reading fairy tales. Ugh. And she says, and yet not all of us were drawn to Prince Charming. Some little girls ate up the stories of ball gowns and castles and knights who slayed the dragon, while some little girls read the stories of a dark pathway into the woods, a twisted mansion with black windows and fog covering the grounds. That's where we wanted to go, no matter what we might find inside. Oh my God. I want to see a photo. I want to see Sophie Lark's senior photos, please. And tell me she did not have the swoop bang. Tell me she didn't have the swoop bang. Tell me she was not obsessed with My Chemical Romance. And I'm telling you, I had the swoop bang and I was obsessed with My Chemical Romance and I would never act like this. This is horrifying. Okay, another toxic. I'm like, this is not something that I personally find attractive. I find it actively ick. Active ick. Activate the ick factor, okay? Her phone buzzes with a text from Cole. I'm out front. And immediately, I gotta go. I tell Aaron, I'll see you at the party. I snatch up my purse and hurry down the stairs, knowing better than to keep Cole waiting. Or what? Mara, or what? What's he gonna do to you? And why are you okay with it? Is it because he's rich? Oh, that's so fun.
Trash. You're just trash.
Okay. Remember how he did those horrible things to her that I can't, like, he did so many horrible things to her that I can't even remember what it was that he did in that, for that. But okay, she sees that whenever he finds out that she slept with somebody else, she sees video footage, or not video, like she sees he took a golf club and like destroyed this like $1 billion piece of art. Like just went absolutely crazy, crushing it, okay? She sees it and it says, fucking hell. He smashed his favorite glasswork because of me. My skin goes clammy, wondering what he would have done with that golf club if I were standing in the room with him instead. Suddenly, I feel like I got off light with a non-consensual tattoo. Suddenly, I feel like I got off light. Like, she's like, luckily he just tattooed my entire ribs without my consent. Thank God, because he could have literally beat me to death. And she thinks that's romantic. Just want you to let that one sink in. And I do want to let you know that I didn't tab any of this because I was hate reading it. I was so mad. I was so mad. Oh, sorry. The only reason I tabbed this was because it says she finished Dracula. Now she started the Butterfly Garden. And I have the Butterfly Garden right here. And I do really like it. But it is also about a man, rich man, finding young, pretty women, capturing them, and like putting them in cages. So clearly Mara has a type. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I have not received the second book yet. It's still in the way from Pango Books, and I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it. This man? No, absolutely not. This girl? Pathetic. Pathetic. Idiot. Idiot. Okay. I don't know how long I've been ranting for, and I apologize. I apologize to you and yours, to you, your cousins, your family, your mom, your dog, this, that, and everything in between. If you've gotten this far into the video, why did you leave? Leave, if you've gotten this far into the video, leave an emoji that describes how you were feeling, how you looked, or what emoji you would use for the emotions that you had while you listened to me talk about this book. What emotions did it stir in you? That'll be interesting to see in the comments. That's going to spark some conversations. Some people are going to be like, heart emoji. Some people are going to be like, death. Anyway, if you want to follow me on Goodreads or Instagram, if you don't hate my guts, they're going to be linked down below, as well as my Patreon, in which I do rants like this a lot. Okay, Omnipod, I'm getting to it. Jesus. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching and subscribing and liking and everything that you do for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that you are all having an amazing day, evening, night, dusk, dawn, whatever it is you're having in whatever part of the world you are currently having it in. And I will see you in a video coming very soon. Bye.
The library, darling. Because reading is what?
Fundamental.
You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all.